their stones nicely this afternoon. First stone is to be thrown by Satsuki Fujisawa.
Japan will be looking to get this one into the forefoot area here, preferably full floor, biting the button. Japan getting that rock option, of course, to a good position now. Russia's going to be playing the run back. We see a lot of these shots actually from Team Russia. They do prefer the upweight shots. Big season this year for them with the Olympic Games and everything. So she'll have lots of training under her belt.
Every game quite important. So many teams in it. 40 teams. Potentially a double back for the Russians. I feel like we haven't seen too many of those first stones under curl. It's mostly over curling.
No, it mostly seems to be over curling. Wait and tap and roll.
High! High! Yes! High! High! Free!
I would have liked to let that one curl just a bit more if we could.
And there's a draw for Satsuki Fujisawa. Question is it for 1 or 2? Like we shall see. Indeed, 2 points for Japan. Maybe that faint touch did enough. And it's a 2-1 game for Japan after 2 ends.
ギーアウトでやるかな。アウト？あれ山さんアウトやったんか。でも私さっき1エンド目インターンからやった。あ、待ってさっきより早いかも。
Satsuki Fujisawa through a beautiful draw in the second end to score 2. Now looking for this first stone to set up the third end for Japan. Should curl enough if the weight is there, but maybe a couple of feet heavy.
Yeah, it looks a little heavy. It's going to get to the red one, but it's going to roll off. This one just over curling a little bit on their rock here, which might force Russia to have to just play a straight hit for 1 or a draw for 1, depending on where this rock ends up. Sometimes we're not sure until they're coming out what the shot they're playing.
Some songs being sung in North Bay during the World Women's Curling Championship. There are a lot of people in. They certainly appreciate it. Got a lot of applause for the songs. We're quite often in Russian as well.
It's one of the nice things about playing in an arena, in an event like that, where you've got different countries and different groups of fans that come in, and you get to hear all the bells and the horns and the things.
Quite a controlled weight here. Nice weight, just to get that little bend and around the guard.
I'll be sweeping that one to get it out of play. Try to count all those yellows in.
Last stone, fourth end. Satsuki Fujisawa, very close to 2.
Nice throw.
It's maybe slightly overswept on the line, but that's still a very good shot. And a point for Japan. They lead it 3-2 at halftime. Satsuki Fujisawa. As we move to the 4th end, 3-2 after 4 ends.
Lots of angles used.
こっちは使ったね。こっちはね、相手ラストストーンのロー 14.1。
So discussing the different sides and which side they'd prefer to throw this first rock down.
Satsuki Fujisawa having a brilliant game so far. I believe your Japanese is spot on. So
Quieter weight here. Try to keep the shooter around.
Whoa. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. 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 Green. Okay, thank you.
Можно вести не прям стей, а чуть от лба, потому что этот камень тоже двинется. Нет, по-другому.
But Russia playing Japan. But a steal of 2. Japan really taking a stronghold on the game. But now Russia
Side of the sheet.
electing to use.
Decision is the team calling the power play on which side they'd like to use. Japan there trying to play that, push the guard into the rings, try to figure out what to do with it. In 4-person play, you'd be hitting these rocks all day long. But in mixed doubles, you are unable.
8半かな。
Whoa. Green. Yeah. Green. Whoa. Whoa. Awesome. Stay there. Stay.
さっきよりちょっとあるかな。
Not sure if there'll be third shot with a nose hit this time, so might want to be rolling it at least a little bit towards the center line. For Japan, slight stumble out the hack for Fujisawa.
外は？
Oh yeah, 落ち着いて。
I might have thrown this wide.
Okay.
Hoping to maybe get the slash instead, but does not. So that leaves a shot for 2 for Russia. The question is draw or hit?
Draw?
It's the way though.
パワープレーか。
パワープレイする？
いいんだね。もうチャンスがないかもしれない。
With Russia trailing in the game, they need to be a little more aggressive. Is that what you're saying?
Yep. You're going to need to have some guards up there and try to steal. Great line call. Great sweep. Russia in a whole lot of trouble right now. Yeah.
Last tone, 7th end. Could have been 4 or 5, but just the 1 point means Japan is only up by 2. Definitely a chance for Russia to win this in 8. One more end to go here in Östersund. 5 groups, 8 teams per group, 40 teams in total. Could have been over in the 7th end. Japan looking good to score maybe a 5. She'll know how much time she needs in the hack. Having a last look at the clock. No, she's good. But heart does race a little bit in this type of situation. The hit and roll is the call.
Just needs to be enough to move it so that you're sitting 2 at the end, so don't have to throw a lot.
Top 3 teams will progress. Estonia wouldn't have been a bad result. Maybe taking the guard.
Yeah, I thought that's what they were playing. They played it earlier in the game.
Although they have moved that red stone, has definitely left a big pocket. Big weight from Yamaguchi. Trying to run some Russian stones off here. Can we get all 3? 1, 2. Not quite, and Russia still shot. I guess the only way to really take both away is to put this right on the pin. Down to this. It's been a great game by Fujisawa so far. Just missed that one draw in the 7th end for 2. That could be crucial. But with the chance to put the game away here, and it's really needed. Will end on a very, very high note here in the 9th, the extra. Japan beats Russia 7-6.
Nice shot. I was so nervous.
Nice shot.
Satsuki saying she was quite nervous before that one. Can't blame her. Only sheet out there, all eyes.
ありがとうございました。緊張しました。
ありがとう。Thank you.
あった。
This game started. Outturn draw. The silver medalist at the World Women's Curling Championship last year.
Leaves a pocket for Finland.
So now there's 3 rounds played. Started off with 2 losses, Team Japan. So is this where you need to think draw rather than tap?
Yeah, I think you'll be thinking throw T-line weight, and if they have to sweep it at all for the line, then that will move it enough. Back four is probably the most you'd want to throw here.
Sometimes so easy to think tap and overthrow it.
Yep. And we've seen how the difference in the weights can make a difference in the pass on the ice.
It's not working out for Finland on this end. A 2-0 lead for Yamaguchi and Fujisawa.
なんか昨日そうだね。さっき俺練習はね割と入ってこなかった。相手はここだってんでずっと。俺はここずっと。
レース D ぐらい滑ってると思う？ここは曲がると思う。滑ってる。
Usually takes the first couple ends to try and figure out all the paths.
ちょっと曲がると思う。そこまで変わんないから。
And it looked a little bit disappointing really at the start of the week. But now just coming to grips with the discipline a bit more.
I think the more you play mixed doubles, I think the better you get at it, the more you...
いや黄色直接あるんじゃないかと思って。
黄色？
黄色に中に直接。
だからこの辺ってことで。
Finland does have the run back on that left guard.
1-2ね、1-2。
待って。
次。
ちょっと曲がった？
ちょっと曲がった。俺の中では曲がったけど、多分さっちゃんにはそんなに影響ないと思うけど、一応最後このぐらい。
あげるよ。
よっ。
Team Japan enjoying a good start here in this game at the World Mixed Doubles Curling Championship. Didn't enjoy a good start to the week, but they're looking very strong. 3-0 lead over Finland here.
Not too bad. One of the other things with mixed doubles is the end goes by really quickly, and sometimes you're not ready to maybe shoot. That they were just trying to play a guard here. Want to make sure they guard that in-off from the back and the tap, so trying to look
also
to put it...
guards just curl a bit more.
Good start there by Finland.
Good thing sometimes is you're the pretty perfect first draw by Una.
Behind the corner if they could, but started curl, so they tried to leave it, try to get as much to the nose. A little inside roll, if anything.
Okay.
Short draw coming down the in-turn path here. And a steal of 2 for Finland. And all of a sudden, it's a tight curling game here. stone is put back in place. It's a must-win game for Finland, so why not take on the big shots?
Sure.
Forcing Fujisawa to draw against 2 again. Hoping this time, but they will lead this game 4-3 after 5 ends.
まあ2個とも曲がってるってことなんだろうね。いや、サバ取るわ。ウエイトは。
ウエイトいいよ。
ね。
うん。パワープレイ来ました。
The Japanese only scoring 1 with their power play in the 5th end. Finland
For shot
will be looking to strike back.
Times aren't always easy. Look at a clock on this, hog to hog, and see what the ice is running right now.
台湾キープしてる。ちょっと待てそう。全然曲がってないよ。ない。台湾曲がってない。あるね。あるあるある。
Are you counting?
あるあるある。
ナイスプレー。
Now watch the angle they leave here.
ナイス。ナイスショット。
No problem this time.
ナイス。ナイスプレー。あっちに最低も OK ですよっていうことだけど、多分俺が主に3点取れる。
That would conclude Group C.
So a bit of a mistake there by Finland to start the end.
これが。これがあと。
これちょっと逃げちゃいそうだ。
これは逃げたもん。多分ここまで来ちゃうわ。
Nice thing is where shooter stayed, gives an opportunity to use it. Should Japan be able to get something in here?
タイム取る？タイム。それはいい気がする。
Timeout being called here.
シューターが内側入るのは無理だもんね。
We'll have a JD Leonard come the same way and play the old tap on the O, but he might even be able to make. That is the straight tap though. That's the call for Fujisawa last stone, 7th end. Lying 1. Tied game.
Yeah, that could have been. Doesn't want to just. She ticks that in there. Would have been a bit of a letdown, I think, after having.
滑りは今と同じぐらい。
Team Japan gets us going in the 8th and quite potentially final end when you discuss and think.
9秒。
スイープする？
スイープする。幅。
I like this call, I think. Try to open it up.
Kind
of hoping to kind of keep it where it was when it hit the red, but it does get that spin up.
一応イエスした。俺もイエスって言ったらやべえと思ったもん。そんなに変わんねえって言ってたの。はい、ちょっと。
Take us to an extra end.
Nice. 大したもんだ。悪くないよ。
Gonna get some
でも絶対センター開くよ。
third opinion here.
あれダブルすればもうカンマーしかないから相手。
Each team given an extra timeout in the extra end.
で次アウトターンのドローだけ開くよこっちは。
Yeah, clocks are reset as well.
相手が多分ここに入れて、うちがドロー。
払うのはちょっと今微妙な気がするんだよね。
先にこれ動かしておいた方がいい。
だけど多分
走るとさ、心臓がさバクバク言ってさ、緊張してたから走ってバクバク言ってたから。
ディープブレス。
相手ガード
For a spot in the playoffs here for Team Japan. Extra end. Last shot to be played in this session. All other games are finished. All eyes on Fujisawa and Yamaguchi. Looking pretty good coming down here.
Nice draw by the Japanese team. Well managed. Good game.
Kept those emotions in for a while. Tsuyoshi Yamaguchi. Japan wins it 6-5 and they're through.
Nice throw ですよ。彼女ナイスドロー。
よかった緊張した。
よし。
いやもう
What a battle we got. Not the best of games, a little bit up and down for both teams. The game to be determined tight. Last draw in the extra end is always fun.
ナイスだ。
この感じこの感じ。
めっちゃ俺も緊張した。久々楽しかった。
All smiles for Team Japan.
超もうドキドキ。
ああもう何なんだろうこの感じ。いやー。